And welcome to another live stream Watchalong reaction. This afternoon, we're watching reacted to France versus Iraq, FIFA World Cup 2026 Group I, Match Day 2, Match 2 of this group, Match 2 of this group for these two teams, Match 1 of the group today. Of course, both of them could be rain delayed if we're not careful. Or, well, I guess it's not if we're not careful, it's if the weather hits. But with that being said, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Welcome to the show. France versus Iraq. Match 2 of the day. We got 2 more after this. Of course, this one will not have a review. It's just this stream. Of course, we will be live for Senegal and Norway. And that one will have a live Ryan Anderson early squad stand up. You just commented that when I started, so either way. With that being said, here we are. No French or Iraq shirt. This is kind of the closest thing I have. It kind of looks like their 2022 shirt with the polo and the navy blue. It kind of works, I'd say. Either way, starting 11s are as follows. It's closest enough. I don't have anything. Well, I have a couple of red and white things, but either way, I think more people would be happy with a polo than the prediction score for France Iraq 3-0. Starting 11. And we have a Canadian ref today, Drew Fisher, center ref. VAR referee. Count your time up so I can sync up. Hadn't started yet for me. Joe Dickerson, the VAR referee. Starting 11s for France. In goal, Mike Maignan. The right back, Jules Koundé. Center back, Daya Upamecano. William Saliba. Luca Digne. Kouadio Kone. Adrien Rabiot in the midfield. Michael Elise. Ousmane Dembele. Bradley Barcola. And Kylian Mbappe. Manu Kone. Well, Fatma said Kouadio, so blame Fatma for that one. Starting 11 for Iraq. Ahmed Basil Fadil in goal. The back four, Mirchas Dolski, Akam Hashem, Zaid Tashin, Hussein Ali. Center defensive mid, Zaid Ismail, Amir Alamadi. Left wing, Ahmed Kassem, Nashville SC player, by the way. Cam Zidane Iqbal, Ibrahim Bayesh, Ayman Hussein, the striker for Iraq. And let's see how much of this game we get in before the storms come in. It's definitely windy in Philadelphia, that's for sure. Kylian Mbappe set to make his 100th cap for France today. Damn. 7 p.m. Eastern, the national title game for baseball is on. UNC versus Oklahoma. I guess you're going to keep your eye on both the baseball and Norway-Senegal, I guess. I hope North Carolina wins for you. Frankly, after State lost to Georgia, all I wanted was Ole Miss. Here's what I wanted, McChronicle. I wanted Ole Miss and Georgia to lose badly or just lose in the College World Series. Ole Miss to lose badly and Georgia not to win the damn thing. I got both. After the Super Regional, that's all I wanted, was Ole Miss to lose badly and Georgia not to win at all. And now it's 0. It's begun. They've kicked off. 0-0-2. And we're off. Oh, so it's not. Huh. So the storms have subsided, so I guess we missed them. What's your score? What's your score overlay? You've been here long enough. Let me get good at After Effects. Bad timing, man. You should have had one. Whatever. 0-0. Ah, shit. Since you're asking for one, let me make a crappy one. Since you're asking for one. Boom, there you go. Since you asked, we'll do a rudimentary one. Predict Iraq steals a winner 1-0. Iraq, I think you're cool. You're delusional. Oh, God. 0-0. Settle. Well. Thank you. It's rudimentary, but since you asked, I'll add one if you ask. 2 minutes in. Because the away team scored, the people who are in the crowd don't want that team to score, except for the people who traveled. It's pretty obvious. We've talked about this for a while. 0-0. I have to speak English, yeah, right, for this one. Because I don't know Arabic and I don't know enough French besides salut, ça va? And bonjour. And oui. That's all I know. And 0-0. Hope Iraq could hold a draw. It'd be funny if they did. I mean, I'll root for chaos, but well, the fact that it's silent. 2 minutes in. 2:20 is what I got. 0-0. Don't want Mbappe getting anywhere near the Messi record. He's going to get there. He's going to get there. Yeah, I said Messi could play till he's 50. He won't. At least not internationally. He could, but he won't. Brady didn't even play to 50. That was the other football, but still. He could have played to 50 in gridiron. He could have played till 50 in gridiron. We're trying to win it, though. You're not. Why can't Cristiano Ronaldo just give up his World Cup dreams? Because he hates being under Messi, pretty much. 3 minutes in. He hates being under Messi. He finds that disastrous. I don't know. That might have been a foul. It's France! Well, Iraq is technically better than Cape Verde, and Spain drew them, and they drew Uruguay. France advanced to a knockout round with a win. Iraq cannot advance or be eliminated today. It's France. It's the best squad in the tournament. It's the most informed squad of the tournament. They destroyed Senegal. I want to see France be weak. Trust me, I don't want them to win this damn thing. It's like how I felt about, well, in the second half especially. This is like how I felt about the Vegas Golden Knights. I didn't want them to win the Stanley Cup, and I didn't really do a good job of accepting it. If they did. And it looked like after they got past Colorado in like the first couple of games of the Stanley Cup, it looked like they were going to do it. This is France. Like, I don't want them to win the World Cup. I'd love to see Iraq beat them. It's not that I'd hate to see. I'd love to see it, frankly. I'd love to see France be weak. I'd love to see France somehow choke. That's nice. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Iraq got destroyed by Norway. France destroyed Senegal. I'd love to see Graham Arnold come up with something to shut down Mbappe and his crew of Champions League winners. Except Mbappe never won the Champions League. Either way. It wasn't a hate watch on Egypt. It didn't start that way, for sure. And then it became a hate watch on the referee. It wasn't a hate watch on Egypt. It was, we want New Zealand to win, and then the referee fucked New Zealand. It wasn't a hate watch. You think France could win the World Cup with their B squad? They get close. They probably at least get to the quarterfinals. Yeah, they could probably win the World Cup with their B squad, yeah. Like, I want France to choke. I don't want them to win the World Cup, but I accept the fact they probably are. If they don't, I'm going to be shocked. Like, I'm legit. I don't even care if it's Argentina. I'm legitimately going to be shocked. And, well, actually, oh, yeah, if you won the group, you do play a third-place team. Shit's getting confusing. No penalty. These refs aren't calling a damn thing, I swear. FIFA don't want them to win, I guess. Yeah, but they're playing Santi Jimenez and Guillermo Ochoa tomorrow, or not tomorrow, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Yes. Oh, wait, yeah, no, they did get first place. They're playing a third-place team anyway. Your question is, what third-place team ends up? Mbappe is 4 away from being a World Cup goal scorer. Oh, yeah, you're right, a record goal scorer. Corner. Dembele. 7 minutes in. Ball crossed in. Oh, Dembele lost it. Throw in. Playing forward. Cross in. Header punched away. Iraq looks like they want something out of this for sure. I agree. They do look up for it. I didn't say they wouldn't try. Let me put it like this. I never said Iraq wouldn't try. I never said they wouldn't fight. Never said they wouldn't fight. Graham Arnold teams are fighting teams. They're going to fight. I never said they wouldn't fight. I just said this is a how do I put this? This is like James Ellsworth versus AJ Styles. And y'all are James Ellsworth. Here we go. I got a better one. That's actually a real sport. Patriots, Giants. Super Bowl 42. Except this ain't a World Cup final, but you get my point. France are the Patriots. France are the 07 Patriots, and you're the 07 Giants. Except I actually want y'all to win this time. I'd like to see y'all win this time, unlike the Giants. But, y'all are the hard-fighting, hard-nosed team that nobody thinks has a chance to win, and France is the red-hot, high-flying, untouchable, no weaknesses team like the Patriots were. How'd that turn out? Oh, we found out the Patriots had weaknesses that day at the worst time possible. Iraq's second World Cup appearance, their first since 1986. Oh, Iraq was in the World Cup at the same time Canada was? I respect that. Damn. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize that was the Canada World Cup. Well, before 22, of course. And this year. Messi the GOAT. You're right. Yeah, you're right. 10 minutes in. Ball played in him. Oh, cross in by Dembele. Steps back in. Koundé. Dumps it. Top of the box. Rabiot. Oh, good clearance by Iraq. That's cool. Y'all were at your first World Cup the same time Canada was at their first World Cup. Neither of us were alive back then, but cool. 10 minutes in. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the chat was. I don't know. I don't think Rio's here yet. I don't think Rio's here yet. Playing over the top. out for a throw-in. You know what? It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I got to see Canada play 2 straight. Ryan can't hate watch Jordan versus Algeria later. God. Stop. I don't hate Algeria and I don't hate Jordan. Why would I hate Jordan? Like, what have they done? Like, I've only seen them play 2 matches on this channel and probably ever in my life. The Arab Cup final and then that game against Austria. That's it. They did lose both, but and by the way, Morocco is Arabic. I love Morocco. And by the way, I know they're African Arabic, but they're Arabic. I love Morocco, even if they've turned heel in front of the whole world during the AFCON. Either way, you can't say I hate watch Morocco. I love watch Morocco. They love me and I love them. I enjoyed watching them play before they even fell in love with me because it really was those 2 U20 games, the Olympics and the U20 game, that really did it. But, you know, yeah. Can't wait to see Morocco versus Haiti at the Benz on Wednesday. Yeah, Morocco's winning that 3-0 at least. France. But I'd love to. But seriously, all seriousness, Morocco need to pile on the goal difference. And hopefully Brazil gets stonewalled by Scotland, or at least only gets 1, which may happen. Scotland's defense is amazing. They just can't finish for shit. That's why Haiti looks so good. Scotland can defend, but they can't finish for shit. Scotland are tough. Yeah. They're a blunt rock playing forward. Scotland are a blunt rock playing forward. Mbappe plays it through. Back to Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe! Golazo! Goal! 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 Golazo de Mbappe! You said you want to speak Spanish for? It just comes naturally with goal calls. Kylian Mbappe, 1-0. Let me fix that. Well, perfect. Boom. Kylian Mbappe, 1-0. What a left foot rocket. Mbappe, Sano, Jonathan David, golden boot arc then. Hey. It's not over yet. But seriously, no. What a shot, Mbappe, in the 14th minute. What a rocket. 1-0 for France. Oh, at 14 minutes is better than I expected. 14 minutes of it holding a 0-0 was better than I expected. I'm not going to lie. And it was Mbappe being magic. Tied for 3rd all time with Brazilian Ronaldo. Mbappe, 15 World Cup goals, tied with Brazilian R9. And Mbappe, 24 shots and 1 penalty goal at Euro 2024. So what? This is the World Cup. The keeper got his fingers on it. Yeah, but the pace was too much. I can't even be mad at the goalie. He tried to save it. He got his fingers to it, but the pace was too much. I can't even say if you're a goalie, tend to goal. I can't even really say you want to save there. I mean, that was just a rocket. Like, you can only do so much. Getting his fingers to it was probably better than he expected. So, sort of the story of the game so far. For some reason, France always just underperforms in Euros anyway, by the way. Just to be clear. For some reason, France always underperforms in Euros. Like, I don't know why. Like, Bolsinho followed around 200 IG baddies since he got super famous. Hey, you know, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. I think, well, it would suck if he's married, but, you know. City boy, city boy. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. City boy, city boy. He cold. Shit, I don't blame him. Shit, I don't blame him. City boy, city boy. 15 World Cups all time for Mbappe's, 1 behind Klose, 3 behind Messi. And you know what? Well, I don't know about that. Ahead of Brazilian Ronaldo. Or Brazilian Ronaldo. El Fenomeno. Yeah, we'll go with it. R9. 17 minutes in. Playing forward. Now that'd be unfair too. But just for future reference, what's the word jelly in Portuguese? And what's the word roll in Portuguese? For future reference. 18 minutes in. Five shots to 0, 1 shot on goal to 0. Yeah, that kind of tracks. That tracks. So, then again, isn't the Olympics in 2028 like July, August? And the Copa America, June, July? I don't see why there'd be a schedule conflict. Like, one would happen after the other. Unless I'm mistaken. Like, Copa would be mid-June, mid-July. Olympics would be late July, early August. Let me see. Some of the stops are delayed, but I think we hit traffic at some point. Still scheduled to be in Vegas by 1:35 a.m. is scheduled. 19th minute. Goal kick. It would be funny. Get a little bit of a 30-minute stop and go in and play some craps. Go in and then go back into the train. Or maybe there's a slot in the freaking bus station, or the bus, in the bus station. Maybe there's a slot machine in the bus station. Hey, it's Vegas. Maybe there is. Maybe there is. I don't know. Or roulette. Nah, I wouldn't. I'd rather play craps and roulette. I'm going to be real. Frankly, if I was in Vegas, like if I was going through Vegas like you on a bus stop and I had like 30, 45 minutes, I might get to a poker table and play a couple of hands of poker before I got back on the bus. That sounds fun to me. 1-0 France. Sounds fun to me. Go to casino, spend all your money, watch all your money disappear. More like 3 hours to play craps. Oh, you have a 3-hour stop? Shit, I would be playing some poker then. If I was, I'd be playing some poker then. 1 in the morning? Shit, the casinos would be open. Shit, if I had a 3-hour stop, yeah, I'd be playing some poker for like an hour and a half. You're out of your mind. I'd be playing some poker for like an hour and a half. Blood diamonds. Blood diamonds. My grandmother likes diamond rings. Didn't eat any of your 3 burritos till 3 p.m. so far, so go with the meal thing. Burritos are smart. Pack them with rice. 21st minute. Well, if it's not, well, it's probably healthier, yeah. I wouldn't mind that. Like, just to ask, would Japanese rice work in those burritos if I were to make beef burritos like that? Why is there no rice in the freaking store-bought? Okay, fine. Like a frozen store-bought, whatever. 4 and 2.5 hours stop, but you're accounting for Ubers or Lyfts. Oh, so you are going to do some in Vegas during your stop. Okay. It's probably better than sitting in a bus station for 4.5 hours. And then again, in theory, if you're doing something, you won't fall asleep. Probably better to fall asleep. You use jasmine rice. Okay. Well, that's not Japanese water break, but fair. Well, no. Maybe it is. Use whatever rice, including Uncle Ben's. I got Japanese rice. I have too much. We buy like 5-pound bags of Japanese rice. It's lasted us. We got one in January at Pan Asia. Go walk around in LARP, but I do got some cash on me. Understandable. Like at Pan Asia, like in January when I went to Melting Pot for my birthday, it was like a 5-pound bag. And that's lasted us till June. They're going to try to get out to Pan Asia again soon. But so about a 5-pound bag of rice lasts about 6 months, I think. I haven't seen any smaller bags. I'll ask. We eat rice a good amount, so it's either way. The head-to-head rule makes some sense. It makes some of these 3 games pointless. Yeah, but you need the head-to-head rule if you're going to have lucky losers. It makes sense. It's hard. It's different to get used to, but it makes sense because you can't let 3 teams be all like it's not going to be like 4 teams are on 6 points, but say you have a 4-point group all the way down or a 3-point group as in all draws, right? Then you need, well, head-to-head doesn't really help with the draws, but, you know, or say there's a 4-point group, yeah? And we'll go with a 4-point group. Say there's a 4-point group, right? You look at that and you're like, okay, here's the team who beat who, so they're up here. And then here's their goal differential. Goal differential still matters. If it's a 3-point group, as in everybody drew everybody, which I think is, well, actually, hold on. No, wait. Oops All Draws group had a win last night. My bad. So I don't even think it's possible anymore. I don't think it's even possible anymore. Hold on. Al-Hamidi is coming on for Iraq. For Ayman Hussein. Take off the goal difference then. I feel like head-to-head does make more sense for a group with the lucky loser. Now, I don't think it's possible for a 6-point team to fall to 3rd place if you have 2 6-point teams. But Ali Al-Hamidi on for Ayman Hussein. I wonder what happened to him. Must have got hurt. Well, of course, but I don't know why Ayman was chosen to begin with. He can't dribble. We're not going to be posted in France's box, so why have a special ability there? We need an active dribbler. So Ali is more of an active dribbler is what you're saying. More of. I thought they would have started them both, to be fair. I mean, like they did that Bolivia game, I think. They started both of them at the same time. I thought they would have done that. Hold on. Did they do that last game, too? I mean, I have every game here, so. Let's see. Did they do that? They played both of them up against Norway. They played both of them up top against Norway, too. Okay. See, I don't get it either. At least need a digital camera photo right in front of the fabulous Las Vegas sign, and then what happens after is whatever. Use my own camera, obviously. Yeah. Post it. And please, don't take a picture next to a 93 billboard. You don't need that aura loss. Hey, you can take a picture next to a Pavel Dorofeyev billboard or a Mark Stone billboard or Jack Eichel for that matter, but not a 93 billboard. You don't need that aura loss. Take one next to Stone or okay. Eichel, that's good. That's good. Brett Howden's a little bit gray area. I don't know if they probably made any Howden billboards, but that's a little bit of a gray area. He's not as bad as Carter Hart, but he was in that situation. I mean, he played well in the playoffs, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't either. Definitely not Carter Hart. But Howden's that probably a touchy subject. 28th minute. I don't think there's any oops all draws groups besides the one. Would you wear a Bradley Barkaloff France jersey? I mean, yeah. I mean, he's not the first player I put on a France kit if I had a France kit. But I don't think I put Mbappe on there either. I'm not sure who I'd have on a France kit. So, I mean, I'm not against it. It's not the first player I'd put on there, but. And yeah, the Spain-Uruguay group. Yeah, that oops all draws group is gone. Yeah, I don't think we have any. So, as we speak, by the way, the top 8 teams in the third place ranking as it stands. We have Sweden, Scotland, Paraguay, Cape Verde, Belgium, Portugal, Czechia, and Ecuador. The teams who would be eliminated as it stands are Bosnia, Panama, Jordan, and Iraq. Iraq, of course, losing their games it stands. Jordan plays later tonight. And Algeria is not a third place team. Oh, they're a fourth place team. Jordan is the third. Okay. Jordan's third because they have a less worse goal differential. But Jordan plays tonight. Of course, Senegal and Norway. Senegal. Well, Senegal did not win that game, no. I'm confused. Senegal is above Iraq now. Got it. That's, yeah, okay. Technically. I back Saudi Arabia, get 3 points over Cape Verde, Ryan. I mean, Cape Verde, it would suck, honestly. I think the one with the movie theater sign sounds better, but that's just my opinion. Here's the thing about Cape Verde, though. Saudi Arabia looks like ass, one. Second of all, well, okay, no, they were pretty good against Uruguay, but against Spain, they were ass. Cape Verde got 2 draws against Spain and Uruguay. You would think that the easiest team in the group they would look the best against, they might actually win. I'm just saying. 30th minute. I'm just saying. You can't sit here and say, oh, the best team in the group is not, or the easiest team in the group for Cape Verde to play is their best chance to get 3 points. I don't know. I mean, Saudi Arabia, I don't know. I think you're being a little bit too, I don't know. I think Cape Verde is a damn good chance of winning that game. I really do. I really do. I really do. I mean, it's... Except Morocco. I kid. Well, I mean, of course, I root for Morocco, but shit, if you want to play that game, except Morocco. "32nd minute. What can I say? I love the heels. I'm kidding. But no, legitimately, I'd love to travel. Well, when things get more peaceful in places, I'd love to travel the Arabic countries. I really would. Except Qatar. Now, fuck Qatar, legitimately. Legitimately fuck Qatar. But other than that, that's a hate watch. That always will be. But that's by morals talking, not the fact that either way, fuck Qatar. It was fuck Qatar before they broke Ismail Kone's leg. It's even more fuck Qatar now. It was fuck them before they broke Kone's leg. It's fuck them even more now. You can't... Was the tackle... The tackle, he meant... Here's my stance on that. Did he mean to break Kone's leg? No, he didn't intentionally mean to break Kone's leg, but he meant to dirty tackle him, which led to the broken leg. And the man also broke Neymar's leg in 2019. I'm just saying. It was late, that's it. You break somebody else's leg, you lose the benefit of the doubt. Hey, they were defending their... Well, one, the shit turned into a skirmish. They were defending their teammate. Lopetegui was crying like a punk, saying, oh, you shouldn't have tried to run up the score. Pretty much. One, you broke one of our players' legs. Second of all, we need the goal differential. Third of all, you were down 9 men. It's impossible not to score up 2 men. You did it to yourself. Stop crying. Would start another scuffle. Qatar's actions started the scuffles. And dude, if you don't know Richie Larea by now, you know that man's going to start a fight. I mean, yeah, he jumped in. Like, one of the first Canada players to jump in and defend Kone was Richie. Of course it was Richie. Maybe Richie turned up the temperature a little bit too hot, but they were wilding anyway. Maybe they didn't realize it was a leg break at the moment, but I thought Qatar was wilding first, and Richie's like, fuck it, I'm going to defend my guy. And Richie stepped up, because that's what Richie does. Richie going to answer the bell. Basically, I thought they kind of started it. We just engaged their energy. And then they cried later, and we engaged their energy. When Lopetegui... Oh, he also shoved Jesse Marsh. Fuck around and find out. I don't think it was us starting it. They broke Kone's leg, and then they started wilding out. What do you want us to do? Walk away? Answer the bell. Cry about getting the score ran up on you? And then shove our manager? That's okay. I feel like they started it. I feel like they started it in multiple cases, but okay. Fair enough. Well, good. He at least has humanity. Well, good. At least he has some sort of humanity. I respect that. But again, as I said, the benefit of the doubt's not there for me. The benefit of the doubt's not there for me. Neymar leg break, breaking another guy's leg. They were playing pretty dirty leading up to it. He may not have meant the leg break, but he meant the dirty tackle. Yeah, he looked absolutely shocked, to be fair. But again, I think that lines up with the fact he didn't expect to break somebody's leg, but he was throwing a dirty tackle. He just didn't expect the worst case scenario to perform. And that's what he's sorry about, in my opinion. Which he should be. I think he's sorry about the fact the worst case scenario came out and he took away a World Cup from a guy who never deserved to have a World Cup taken away from him. But he was throwing a dirty tackle. They were all throwing. It was dirty at that point from them. They were playing dirty. They were either crashing out, they were pissed they were losing. He was throwing a dirty tackle. And he would have gotten a red card anyway, in my opinion. If Kone walked away like Superman, he still was getting a red card, in my opinion. With how dirty that tackle was. He knew he was throwing a dirty tackle. And it's raining now in Philadelphia. Playing forward. 38th minute. So. Yeah. Played away. Oh, that was Qatar. That was Lopetegui. If it was really accidental, I'm sorry for questioning it. You know what? If it comes out, if it was completely accidental and it gets proven, we'll never get the full story. But if it's proven it was fully accidental and it was just an accidental dirty tackle that led to an accidental leg break and he actually was heartbroken, I'll apologize. I still don't like the country. I still don't like Qatar, what it stands for. But that I could bury. I still want Canada, if we ever play him again, I want Canada to destroy him and frankly Kone to score a hat trick. They do deserve revenge. They do deserve revenge, even if it was accidental. But I'll stop banging the drum and I'll apologize if it was completely accidental. If it's proven it was completely accidental, we find a way to prove that. I'll apologize. I'm not giving the benefit of the doubt, though. Shot over the bar. I ain't giving the benefit of the doubt, though, is all I'm saying. 40th minute. Yeah, honestly, you're right, though. I mean, honestly, yeah. I'm more mad at Lopetegui, frankly. Honestly, yeah, I agree. The Neymar thing makes it like, if it was the first leg break he had, okay, it is what it is. It sucks, but it is what it is. I'm surprised it ain't thundering yet. The fact that Neymar got his leg broken too 6 years or 7 years ago. I mean, I know Neymar gets injured very easily. I know he's a soft player and he's made out of cheese. I know he is, but either way. Well, that was funny, yeah. Playing forward. Shot! Oh, good tackle. I thought Hidaka was about to give one up, though. Seriously. I'm surprised it ain't thundering, man. And lightning. I'm surprised. Akamashine's a good defender. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. I don't know if he makes that tackle in the drive, but, you know, and Akam made a good tackle to clear it away. But, hey, shouts out to Hussein Ali for help setting up that tackle as well. Deschamps's suit is getting drenched. Akama, Hashim, Zaid, and Hussein Ali. They all did pretty well, but especially Akam and Hussein on that play. Real solid defenders. They are. I don't know if they would have made that tackle. I think that tackle, it helped that it was in the wet. I'm not going to lie. Kylian Mbappe is not Max Verstappen. That is what we've just learned. Or Ayrton Senna. Playing forward. Of course. Well, what do you know? F1 might miss both the Abu Dhabi and Qatar Grand Prix due to Middle East conflict. Couldn't I have told you that was going to fucking happen? Didn't I? Mbappe and Messi going band for band. Band for band. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Only Messi clapping. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Only Mbappe clapping. Bands make her dance. Bands make her dance. Yes. 43rd minute. 1-0 France. Seems like the rain's kind of weakened a little bit. We can go band for a band. We can go cup for cup. We can go prem for prem. Do you know what I really want to find? Do you really want to know what I really find incredible? Oh, by the way, here's something crazy. Cristiano crybaby. It's sad to see Cristiano go out like this. It's really sad to see him go out like this. I'm not going to lie. The USA and Iran could play each other in round of 16 of the World Cup. As it stands, we have United States versus Bosnia and Iran versus Czechia in the round of 32. If the United States and Iran win those games, the United States and Iran will play in the round of 16 of the World Cup. Winner gets the Strait of Hormuz. The winner gets the Strait of Hormuz. Playing forward. Free kick over the top by Iran. Header back. 45th minute. How much stoppage time? What? 3 minutes stoppage time. That's like the lowest amount of stoppage time. Thanks for the flood, Jesus. Noah's Ark. KD Ramen. Craft Dinner Ramen. Given away for free in Toronto this month. That is fucking disgusting. I love Easy Mac. I love Kraft Dinner. I love ramen. Putting it together sounds like a Frankenstein's baby. That is fucking disgusting. That is fucking disgusting. I don't want mac and cheese in my ramen. This ain't Reese's peanut butter cups, you asshole. You got chocolate in my peanut butter. You got peanut butter in my chocolate. No. It looks like it's lining up. No. No, you ain't. No. You ain't putting cheese in my ramen? Fuck. No, you ain't. Well, Ryan, you know Japanese culture. You love Japanese food as it is. Of course you wouldn't want cheese in your ramen. It's disgusting anyway. If I want Easy Mac, I'll eat Easy Mac. "47th minute. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're approaching Utah. Oh, the home of the Mammoth. The home of the Mammoth and the Jazz. And Mormonism. And Mormonism. 48th minute. Dum 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 dum. 48th minute. No. I think the rain's lining up. I think we'll be fine. I think we're going to be fine. 48th minute. If the heaviest pass without lightning and thunder, I think we're fine for now. I think we're fine for now. As Mr. Weatherman, of course, as your favorite football watching weatherman who's a severe weather expert. If the heaviest of the rain came without thunder and lightning, halftime. How we doing? How we doing, Hans? 1-0. Halftime. One 0 at the half. France are the better team, but Iraq's playing well. Iraq's playing well. Al-Hamdi's been really good against France, though. You know what? Maybe they should have started him. Maybe they should have started him. To be honest. Good thing there's an hour in between the two matches if need be. But that means I'll take a short break at the half, so the stats get this one going. I think it's just halftime, but we'll see. Sit tight, be back. Short break. France 1-0. We are back for the stats at the half, which might be a rain delay. I'm not too sure, but Fault Mob says interrupted, but they don't say yet. What happened in there? Stats are as follows: 7% or 7 shots to 2, 1 shot on goal to 0, 284 accurate passes, 90% to 190, 82%, 56% possession, and 42% possession. 0 yellows to 1, 1 yellow to 1, or 1 corner to 1. 7 shots to 2. We got 3 shots off goal to 1, 1 shot on target to 0, to 3 block shots to 1, 316 passes to 233. We got 90% pass accuracy to 82. We got 10 throws to 8, 0 offside to 0, 0 yellows to 1, 0 reds to 0, 5 fouls to 2, and we got 1-0 at the half. 1-0 at the half for France. I think France have been the slightly better. I think France have been a very good team. Iraq have done very well defensively to keep it to 1. Mbappe with a wonder goal to make it a 1-0 lead, but I think Iraq's played very well. Your coworker crashed out at work and left work early due to Messi scoring 2 tonight. That's crazy. Maybe it was Mile High. Who knows? Yeah, no, I think France has been amazing, though. I think they've done very well in this game. I think they've done well. Iraq have been very good defensively, though. I think this game has been closer than meets the eye. Do you wish that maybe it wasn't a 0-0? But either way, we'll see how the second half goes. USA Turkey on Thursday. Halftime weather delay. There is a weather delay here. It is a rain delay. Game suspended due to lightning. Well, the good news is there's an hour between matches, so we'll see what happens. First weather delay of the World Cup, by the way. I'm surprised it took this long. But looking at the way the SPC outlooks were written, I kind of saw this coming. But we will be here until the bitter end of this game, especially with the fact I don't got to do a review for this one unless this rain delay goes so long. They could come back. That's not good for France. They could come back and find themselves in an absolute dogfight. I mean, I think we're already there. To be honest. When it comes to a rain delay, I think we're already there. There is a severe thunderstorm warning in Philadelphia. Moving east at 35 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour wind gusts, radar indicated. At 5 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Chester, or 11 miles northeast of Wilmington, moving east at 35. So the severe thunderstorm should be gone pretty soon. So if you're looking at the radar, Philadelphia is in the middle of this. Oh. I think they're halfway through it already. I'm surprised we haven't had a rain delay till now. but this one might be better. Okay. Looking at the radar, there's two cells in this. The severe thunderstorm warning is until 5:45, and until the northern one is 6:15, so 5:15. The bottom one that's coming into Philadelphia is until 6:45. It's going to get passed. I think we might get this game done by 7. I think we might, but looking at the radar. The severe thunderstorm should be passed by 5:38. I think we should get this game done by 7, but there's no review for this one, so I'll be here till the bitter end of this one. They're saying 20 minutes. The radar link, here we go. NBC Philadelphia weather, it's on the right side of the page. I'm looking at the, I'd say, yeah, about 20 minutes, all things considered. I'd say about 20 minutes. Because if you look at the future side of it, they do have that cell perfectly timed out for 5:07 Central, where I am. It's over Philadelphia, and then you go, the cell moves out by 5:38. So the weather should be out in about 20 minutes of the city of Philadelphia. Under a severe thunderstorm warning from NWS, Mount Holly, Philadelphia. Till 6:45. No problem. Oh, there we are. Okay, it's on TV as well. The cell is to the east of Philadelphia Stadium by about 10 miles. It's moving at 35 miles an hour. Yeah, I'd say about 20 minutes. I'd say about 20 minutes for the worst of it to get past. I'd say about 20 minutes. If I had sleeves, I'd roll them up, but I don't have long sleeves. And I'm not Steve Templeton. That'd be stealing his thing. But, yeah, I think about 20 minutes, I would assume. I kind of look like, you know what's kind of funny? With this polo shirt, I kind of look like I am on TV for severe weather coverage. I kind of am. But casual Friday, I guess, or casual Monday. Really is a storm watcher, yeah. I think, yeah. I'm thinking about 20 minutes. I'm thinking about 20 minutes. I said I could do a weather channel. I wasn't joking. I said I could do a weather channel too, and I wasn't joking. So what they're facing in Philadelphia, let me read the text of the severe thunderstorm warning. From Mount Holly, New Jersey, Philly, Mount Holly, Philadelphia, Mount Holly. Severe thunderstorm warning for northern Camden County in southern New Jersey, south central Mercer County in central New Jersey, northern Burlington County in southern New Jersey, southwestern Monmouth County in central New Jersey, southeastern Montgomery County in southeastern Pennsylvania, southeastern Bucks County in southeastern Pennsylvania, northeastern Philadelphia County in southeastern Pennsylvania until 6 o'clock, which would be 7 for them, 6 for me. At 5 o'clock, 6:08 p.m. Eastern Time, severe thunderstorm was located near Holmesburg or near Philadelphia, moving east at 30. 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, radar indicated. Damage to roof, siding, and trees and power lines is possible. Locations impacted include Philadelphia, Bensalem, Willingsboro, Lumberton, Florence, Burlington, Bristol, Mount Holly, Riverside, Palmyra, Bordentown, Beverly, Rockledge, Tullytown, Pemberton, Brenatton, Wrightstown, Wisnowing, Florence, Roebling, and Northeast Philadelphia. This includes the following highways: New Jersey Turnpike between exits 5 and 7A, Pennsylvania Turnpike between mile markers 349 and 359, Interstate 95 in Pennsylvania between mile markers 25 and 40, Interstate 295 in Jersey between mile markers 40 and 58. Tornado possible. Radar indicated hail threat. Max hail size 0.75 inches. Radar indicated wind threat 60 miles per hour. Tornado possible tag. There's a tornado possible tag. So if anybody's in Philly watching this game in their house or in that area, I would keep an eye on that weather. I would keep an eye on it. Tornado possible tag. Of course, you should always pay attention to a severe thunderstorm warning or any polygon for that matter. But if a severe thunderstorm warning has a tornado possible tag, I would fails in a drought reduction plan right now. Oh boy. Tor possible. Rory. Tor possible doesn't sound as bad as you think. If there was a tornado, if there was a clear rotation, it would have forced a tornado warning. But again, there's different levels. There's different levels of all this. Okay? Shit. Since I have time, I will. There are garden variety severe thunderstorm warnings. Then there are severe thunderstorm warnings where they can put tornado possible as a tag. Where it's not, the rotation is there, but it's very broad. And also the kinematics are there in the air for rotation. So both. So in both cases, there must be broad rotation on the storm. Let me see if this gives the other radar. No, it doesn't. Hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. I got an idea. I know St. Louis gives the other one. I know. There we go. All right, so let's go into Philly's radar. Perfect. There it is. All right. So if we're actually, the one to the north of Philadelphia, I think, just got a tornado warning. I think the one to the north of Philadelphia, which I don't think is affecting this game, but there is a tornado warning to the north of, there you go. That's why there's Tor possible tags. There you go. That's why there's Tor possible. To the north Philadelphia, tornado warning. Just happened. Must have. Must have just happened. But that's what happens. See, if there's Tor possible, that just shows it's there. That just shows it's there. Unless the radar was, I don't know. But it was right in that. Polygon, the northern polygon. So match suspended. Yes, I know there's a rain delay. That's why we're waiting. Halftime weather delay. It's still a weather delay. Or maybe not there. I don't know if there is a tornado warning or not. But that would have been the cell to the north, if anything. The cell to the south is not. But it's about to hit Philadelphia Stadium. The meat of the cell, the center of it, is about to hit. So, yeah, I'd say about 20 minutes. If it's going about 35 miles an hour, I would say about 20 minutes. We should be playing by about 6 o'clock, if not earlier than that. So, the good news is with that hour in between, we should be on for the next game as soon as that gets ready to go. Now, of course, I don't know. Maybe not, possibly. We'll see. $50-50. Looks like the heavens have opened up. It looks like Niagara Falls right now. Well, yeah, that makes sense. The center of the cell, which was the heavy rain, is now over Philadelphia. That's how this works. Won't be 20 minutes then. It'll be an hour more light. Well, fair enough, but I mean, the cell's going to pass in about 20 minutes. Now, of course, see what happens. Okay, so whatever that radar was showing on when I tried to get it from the St. Louis radar made no. It was on me. Now, the thing is the next game's at Dreadlands. That game might be affected by this weather, too. We're an hour and a half away from that game, so. But Idak is playing well. A Gila Tech rain delay, which was right at halftime, so, you know, I don't even have to write in the rain delay. But either way, if this game gets within like 5 minutes of the Idak game, I'm going to have to make the new stream and just do it. But either way, or the Senegal-Norway game. I might leave this on for that too, just because, I don't know. If I have to. Update from John Strong. The weather delay impacting France, Idak, and Philadelphia. The anticipated restart for tonight's match is 6 p.m. Eastern, or 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, that sounds about, yeah. So we'll still get this done around the same time that the next match is supposed to start. See if the next starting 11's out. You know, with that being said, I'll take another short break. I got my shirt for the next couple of games down here, and still waiting for the rain delay to end. John Strong says it'll be 6 o'clock. Fox announcer, of course. Of course you can't. It's a little bit more probably realistic, but depending on how quick the cell comes out, gets out of that radius of lightning. That you also have to take into account the radius of lightning as well. But there is a trailing cell that might hit the north side of Philly. That makes things a little bit harder to deal with. And there is a trailing cell behind the southern cell. It's going to the northeast, so I don't think it's going to curl over, but it's through the Weather Service radar. I don't think it's going to curl over, but speaking of, where is the freaking Dreadlands part of East Rutherford? East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right. Five miles west of New York City. So, okay. So it's here. Those storms are to the north, coming into Plainfield. That's going to probably hit East Rutherford. But those are not severe warned. But do they have any lightning is the question. But that's something we have to worry about at 7 o'clock when that game starts. In an hour and a half. But either way. There's a flash flood warning in the northern side of Philadelphia. Apparently, according to protocol, the players will need a 25-minute warm-up before starting the second half since they've been sitting. That probably adds up to the... Well, yeah. Okay. So, what I think we're going to do is if this lines into... This lines into 7 o'clock, I'm just going to move on to the next stream and finish this game on that stream. With that being said, but yes, this was our first rain delay of the World Cup. I'm surprised it took this long. That's postponed. Rain delay, yes. If this rain delay goes into 7 o'clock, we'll just move to the Senegal stream and then talk about that. And then whenever this game has to be finished, we'll watch the finish of that as we go. It's still a rain delay. Well, yeah, I mean, that's I mean, yeah, maybe the indoor stadiums are probably why why it got this long without having a rain delay. Maybe. Probably. Yeah, maybe it being all those indoor stadiums have probably saved us from an earlier rain delay. You have a good point, sir. You have a very good point. But it's still a wonder to me that it took frickin' almost 2 full match rounds for there to be a rain delay in this country. I actually thought that was pretty good. Game wouldn't have stopped here at the Bends. Exactly, because the roof was closed. And New Jersey's under the gun for some rain as well as we go. But it's 5:30s. Rain. Scan. Honestly, the Weather Service radar is actually better. The south cell is moving out of Philadelphia. The question is this north cell a problem? If it's not a thunderous problem, we could get underway quicker. This south cell is getting out of Philadelphia, and it's on its way out. There's a severe thunderstorm warning to the south of the first polygon to the south of Philadelphia. That is some high reflectivity. On the NWS radar, I see some pinks and purples on that really south edge of that storm. That's some high reflectivity. Wow. It's awesome to have a severe weather guy be able to do football matches, eh? Tornado warning in Delaware, or is that Maryland? Not that it matters. Not here at least. Severe thunderstorm warning has been cut off in Philadelphia. 35-mile-per-hour winds. Hail threat, radar indicated, so I think they took off the tour possible. What's that? Yeah, that newest one. Some really high. Well, with that being said, it's pretty much all we needed to see. Or whatever. Oh, it's a couch, one. Second of all, maybe I used powers. You don't know. You can't see me. The consistency of this tournament is unmatched, Habibi. Okay. Sorry, but I'm feeling I'm feeling good, boys. Feeling good. I'm just glad I got to analyze the radar on Livestream and actually use my expertise for something that, you know, that actually matters to the match instead of just me, you know? I'm just glad. It's not like there's any tornado warnings, but, you know. That would be Qatar. Yeah, fair enough. Qatar is the Whipping Boys' tournament in South Africa. Dude, have you seen all the seat hole memes? Seriously, people are on his ass. I guess they're on his seat hole. Either way. Dude got sent off. People are on his ass. Hockey Hall of Fame this year is a great class. I agree. Do, 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 do. Second half soon. Straight class. Thank you. Thank you. It's getting out of Philadelphia, but that cell that's in behind kind of worries me a little bit. Maybe that's what's holding this back. Mbappe with a goal in the first. It says just halftime, but maybe that's just, I don't know. Weather delay still. 1-0. They're either letting people back into their seats, so that's good news. Yep, it's past Philadelphia. And that northern cell looks like it's going to miss the stadium. The northern part of the cell looks like it's going to miss the stadium. It's going a bit northeast. So I think we're good, at least with the Storms going away from the stadium. I think they'll be able to warm up pretty soon, and then we should be going by 6 o'clock. We're going to lose that hour in between the matches for this third match, but I wasn't reviewing this one anyway. It was the Senegal match, so I have to be a little bit quicker to get this into the next match on Rumble, but either way, it is what it is. Because I'll have to warm up. Looks like people are coming back to their seats, so that's good news. Our first rain delay of the tournament. I'm kind of surprised it took this long, but again, with all the domes, yeah, go watch the Argentina video while you're at it, while you're waiting. But yeah, with the freaking all the domes, you know, it's a good point. Do 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 do. Either way, yeah, I think we're good. I'm going to keep this up because New Jersey. The storms around Plainfield are weakening, but those should get through. That's going to be north of East Rutherford. Rain delay for the next match doesn't look likely once we get started. That's weakening around Plainfield, which is going to go into East Rutherford. This stronger cell is to the north, close to West Milford. That's going to be north of East Rutherford. Maybe, I don't think that's within 15 miles, but that looks like it's weakening a bit too. The strongest is around Philadelphia, and that's coming out of Philadelphia into South New Jersey, but East Rutherford is 5 miles to the east of New York, so there's no worry there. But then again, we have to see if there's anything flaring up on the line throughout the next hour. So I'm going to keep an eye on this. But I think the next the next game shouldn't have a rain delay. It being in New Jersey, the Senegal game, I don't think there should be a rain delay there. I think we'll be right on time once that gets started. This line in Philly is coming out into South New Jersey. Delaware is getting smacked a little bit here as well, but that's no problem. That may be south. I think that'll miss Philadelphia to the south. That line is south. Okay, that's going to miss to the south. Unless that builds north a little bit. But right now, I think that's going to miss the south. So I think, we should be starting by 7. And I don't think there's any worries about the next match. No. McDavid. I think McDavid's the better teammate. But you know what? I actually this feels nice. Being able to analyze the radar for a game, for it being in the game area instead of, just severe weather around me. Like, it actually matters to the people in the city and near the game. That feels good, So, that's fun. That's fun. They're letting people come back to their seats, so this must be ending pretty soon. The weather delay must be ending pretty soon. Graham Arnold is walking back in the tunnel. They're letting people sit back in their seats. I think we should be back by 6 o'clock. But if this game takes a little bit longer to end, I'll just jump over to the Senegal game, probably around the water break, see if I need to do that. But I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to the it's going away. I think stopped at a Love's. I guess we're ahead of schedule, so I took full advantage and used the restroom and looked around because it's Love's. Yeah. Love's truck stops are amazing. That's where if I'm on a road trip, that's where I stop. Love's truck stops are amazing. That's my Exactly. Okay, so they're showing the U.S. game during the weather delay, so this is going to take longer than I think. Might have to flip the streams around the water break at the second half of or if this goes any longer, if this goes to like 6:30, 6:45, I might just start the Norway-Senegal stream and finish there. I might just. Guess Portugal fans are sad right now. Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't understand why they've already jumped into this. I mean, match day 3 early with simultaneous games in the group. Well, I mean, if this ends up being to where Senegal is playing at the same time as the second half of the France game, it's going to be like a little bit of a, yeah, it's going to feel like what it's going to feel like on Wednesday. So, I mean, I guess it's good. It's a good way to like test it, you know. But either way, how we doing, El Nini? How we doing? Oh, so the starting 11s are in for Senegal and Norway. It's called Multiview on YouTube TV. I could have both games up on my TV. I do it for one game. I could do it for two. I mean, the chat's right there and my TV's right there. It only takes like 2 inches for me to turn my head. It's not like the freaking old house. Well, it's not like the old house where I had my computer here and my TV here. My TV was like 4, 5, 6 inches up and my computer was right here and then I was down the middle. Here, boom, boom. And it's on multi-view. Both games are on my TV. It's right there and then this is here. Like all I got to do is like, no problem. Not that I had a problem back then at the old house, but you know, with the two things to the side and like turned. Not like I had a problem then, but you know. I mean, I will say this setup is, I do like this setup better, I will admit. France looked good. I agree, but Iraq also looked good as well. Iraq also looks good, so. No new updates. Why can't they just play out there? Lightning isn't going to hit them. Oh no. Came back when? Soon. Who said what? What the hell? Squad is too much quality. I would hope so. I didn't even see that. How the hell did they? Who said that? I don't even see that comment. That you're referring to, because I know I'm sleep deprived, but I know I ain't that sleep deprived to say that. One, the U.S. invaded Iran. Second of all, well, okay, fair enough. That was 2002, but either way. I got like 4 hours, but it's an accumulation of all the sleep deprivation, not just yet last night. Either way. I didn't do anything. Must have been some in the chat that I didn't see, that it didn't come through on my end. Either or. 4 hours is sufficient. It's not great. When you're doing that every day, it's not great. It's not great. 6 hours be oversleeping. Okay, so he said it, okay. No word from FIFA yet? That's kind of crazy. I mean, it doesn't even look like the Storms are in Philly unless that back cell is cut. Oh. Okay. There might be some back building that's the problem here. Yep, there's some back building that's the problem here. Rory? Some people got Carl's Jr. at Love's. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, there's some back building here on this storm system. I think that might be the problem here. All right. Yeah, it might. And actually now we might have to be dealing with the second half of France at the same time as the Senegal game. So I might have to flip this, but I'll keep an eye on it. If this game ain't back by like 6:30, I might flip it. Hardy's. Carl's Jr. is Hardy's. Same thing. Carl's Jr. is Hardy's. Same thing. Rain start in 5 minutes, they say. So it's going to be raining again in Philadelphia in about 5 minutes. Now here's the AccuWeather radar. Okay. Better than their NBC radar. Okay. So there is a cell that turned. Okay. So that cell we thought was going to like curled into Philly. And then there's a cell that's going to come to the south that there's back building, but that's going to be within 15 miles. So I think here's what's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is this. This game probably, I don't know if we're going to be back by like 6:30. So what I might do is I might write down the 11s of the Norway game, put it in the book, and I'll flip the stream to 6:30. We'll just do that game with the second half of the France game. Sort of similar to how what the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is going to look like. And change my shirt. And then Jordan Algeria will be on its own. I don't think – now the good news is I don't think there will be a severe weather delay for the New Jersey game. Because, well, the rain looks a lot weaker around New York. And East Rutherford is 5 miles away to the east of New York. That looks very weak comparatively. I don't think that's going to be, unless that's moving northeast. That's what came in. That was the weak portion. That's weakening out and just becoming stratiform rain. That's becoming stratiform rain. I don't think New Jersey's going to be a problem. So the Norway-Senegal game should start on time. and finish on time. So the review of that will be fine. The question is will France? So what's in New York and New Jersey or in East Rutherford is stratiform rain. There should be no thunder there. That's not a problem. The next game's not a problem. What I think is going to happen, I don't know if this game's going to be back by 6:30. So I think I'm gonna let it try to run. I'm going to let this run. And I'm going to let this run. And if around 6:30 this isn't back, I'm going to stop the stream, put up the new one on Rumble, and just start the Norway stream like 30 minutes early. What team's been a bigger disappointment, Ecuador or Uruguay? Uruguay. Ecuador, I thought was they're a good team, but I can't be totally surprised what's happening with them. Uruguay is way more of a disappointment. Way more of a disappointment. I had higher expectations for them. I have way more high expectations for them. So. I'm smart to pack sweat in my carry-on, put them on over my pants when I sleep for 6 or 7 hours, put them in my suitcase when I get off in Vegas. Yeah, I think you're smart for that. Yeah. I mean, I don't really like sleeping in not much. I mean, I have pajama pants on and shirts normally when I sleep. I would probably do the same, especially on a bus or a train. So I mean, it's more because Ecuador is a dark, pitch black. I don't have lights on when I sleep unless I'm trying to. Well, I don't even do that anymore. Actually, like in my old, I don't know if it even worked, but sometimes when I needed to when I wanted to only get a couple hours of a nap, I did keep my lamp on near my bed in the old house. Try to trick my brain into. I don't know if that actually worked. I think it was more the fact the mattress was old as shit and there was a lot more heat in the sheets and it was hard to. I don't know. I don't think Ecuador are frauds, but they can't score, and I think that's the problem is they can't score. Do that what you will. Sunset in Utah is going to be 8:30, 9 p.m., just like in Denver, so you'll be sleeping a little bit before with a dark sky. Okay. I'm glad you spent your afternoon here. Because I've been going around the footy sphere on YouTube. I want to know what Ryan thinks because he's better than these fly-by-night stat merchants. The thing about Ecuador is they're very good defensively. They have really no offense to speak of, but at least they did play well against all these CONMEBOL teams to finish second. I did think their group was easier. I did think Ecuador's group would have been easier for them with the way they played at CONMEBOL. I am a little bit let down by Ecuador. But whatever offense they did have in CONMEBOL qualifying dried up at this World Cup, and that's the main problem. Their defense is still very, very good. Their defense is still very, 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 very good. They've only allowed 1 goal in 180 minutes. It's the offense isn't there. Whatever offense they did have, which was a little bit, is not there at this tournament against teams that they should be beating. I mean, Ivory Coast is a former AFCON champion, but they're definitely, I'd say that in CONMEBOL, they'd be lower CONMEBOL. Like, I think Ecuador could beat them. I mean, the way that game was going, they definitely could have, but again, they couldn't finish. If Ecuador finished, they would have won that game. if you look at it behind the stats. If you look at the second game against Curacao, they couldn't finish, and Eloy Room went God mode. But they still didn't allow any goals. Are Ecuador frauds? No. But the offense, their defense is there. They didn't lose that. It's the offense that is not performing to the level it even did during qualifying. So, against teams they honestly should be performing against. Now, Germany is going to be tough. If you can't score but 1 goal on Ivory Coast and Curacao, you ain't scoring on Germany. Ecuador's in trouble, is my point. But who knows? Maybe Germany chokes. I don't know. Yeah, and well, Pacific time. Hold on. Well, wait, actually. Is Vegas Mountain Time or Pacific Time? If it's 1 a.m. in Vegas, is it 3 a.m. for me or is it 2 a.m. for me? Yeah, no, I'll be done. I was like, wait, hold on. Time zones. I'm like, wait, hold on. I still have questions about that defense, but if Australia couldn't give them problems, I'm not sure what's going to happen when it comes to anybody else. Like, Australia has one of the fastest attacks in the game right now, and Tim Ream didn't get completely burnt like toast. So, I mean, I agree, but MLS really benefited Messi. I agree. I don't think it was a fluke either. The U.S. defense is a problem. I still believe it is. Tim Ream is still a possible disability to put him out there. I know you are. You're talking about you're hearing the storm in Philly. I know you are an EST. I'm asking Isaiah where Vegas is. Like, I'm not sure if it's Pacific or Mountain. Match is slated to resume at 6:30. I wonder if they'll move that game on FS1 and out the Norway game on Fox. Okay, so 6:30. All right, I think they'll put it on FS1. But you know what? I'm going to flip to the next stream. Well, here's what I'm going to do. Since that is the case, I think what I'm going to do now is flip to my next stream, start the Norway-Senegal stream, and stream the second half of France on that stream with the Senegal-Norway stream. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, okay. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. So, I have no, because I don't want, it's either going to be I flip it now or I flip it at 7. I might as well flip it now if that's the case. So I can get the 11s written down. And I'm not reviewing the France game, so it's only a live stream anyway. So with that being said, join me on the Norway-Senegal stream. And I'm just going to call it what it is. So sort of what I'm doing this midweek. We advertise one and we're watching both. So this is kind of what it would look like for the middle of the week as we go. So with that being said, if you like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification while subscribe. Send stats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share it with the family. All that great stuff. I will see you in a couple of minutes when we start the Norway-Senegal stream an hour early because, well, might as well. So with that being said, and then of course we'll be live for Jordan, and we'll review that game, Norway versus Senegal, and then we'll be live for Jordan versus Algeria. So with that being said, then of course we have tomorrow's matches. With that being said, no, we're going to keep going. I just got to flip this. I'm just flipping this. I'm watching both. I'm just changing the name of the stream. That's all I'm doing. And changing my shirt. 5 minutes. 5-7 minutes tops. It's still going to be, I'm still going to talk about it. And this game wasn't the review game of the later games as well. So it's not like I'm going to stop watching your game. I'm going to still be talking about it once it comes back. I just also am going to have the Senegal game up for that half. So Does it have France or Rock in the title? No, but you're getting the whole thing. So be it. With that being said, sit tight, be back. 5-10 minutes. Sit tight, be back. I'm rounding them out. Peace. Move on to the next one. I need to see like 8 people waiting before I start it.